Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the Purity of Light's aggressive crusade for new followers.
Alright, let's go. We made it to Everlight, and we gotta get to... We gotta go back and find Claire. Meet with Claire in Everlight. She's supposed to be giving us some information about some, like, ally or something.
Understood.
I knew we had some gloves. What is this? Axe. What is this? Oh, this is a weapon. I thought those were gloves. We're going back to the hammer.
Huh. Interesting.
Wait, you there. Yes, you. Could you spare a moment?
Me?
Yes. You're military, aren't you? You must be. I can tell by the way you're walking.
Former military, yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, I don't know how to say this, but I could really use your help. My daughter, Rosa, she didn't come back from the river last noon. Now, she was always a stubborn child. But it's been over a day now, and that doesn't seem like her at all. I'd go look for myself, but as you can see, my legs don't work like they should anymore.
You're well articulated. May I ask what you did before?
Before that bloody war tore everything to pieces, I was a herbalist. But all that, my store, our house, it got burnt to the ground by the rebels. It's strange. My life back then, it doesn't even feel real anymore. You know, we have all these things that we think define us, that we think have substance, but they don't. One day you wake up, and they're gone. But I'm sorry. I digress.
All right, I'll go see if I can find your daughter. You said she went to the river?
Yes, to clean out my wrappings. She's around 5 feet tall. Has blonde, long hair, and a birthmark on her right cheek. Thank you, sir. You have no idea how much that means to me. Just find her, please.
Oh, they over here doing something. How many of them?
That's the way. Bandits up ahead.
All right, so a few of them. Oh, come on.
That way?
Danger up ahead.
Sure. You read my mind.
You got it.
More fighting. Does this never end?
I need help over here. Here goes nothing.
Fine.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
They killed one of our heroes.
Man, she is knocked all over the
Highwayman.
place. Get out.
So close to Everlight, though. That's strange. Got it.
Huh. Intriguing.
Sounds like a
Will
plan.
do. Interesting.
Oh, is that her?
Damn it. The bandits must have kidnapped her.
And not just that. Let's go back to the old man. He'll want to know.
Oh, that's terrible.
Got it.
Plus 50 health.
All right, why not? Sure.
Oh,
This
some
way,
people
right?
down here to kill. Oh, some bugs.
Blasted armor.
What else?
Sure. You got it. That way? Sounds like a plan.
Understood.
Yes? Did you find her?
I did. But it seems that she got kidnapped by a group of highwaymen.
What? What are you saying?
Rosa is dead. I'm sorry.
No. No. This isn't possible. Not like this. She can't be. You must have found someone else. I will go look for her myself once the legs have recovered. She's still out there. I can feel it.
Alright, she's there, bro.
Look, sir, she had the birthmark. It was your daughter.
It wasn't. Now, please go. I need to rest. And then I need to prepare. Yes, I have to.
Alright, don't be asking me to go on no more adventures. If you gonna act like that.
That's the way? All right, why not?
You got it.
What a blasted mess. Such a young girl. Abused and murdered. What's wrong with those people, I wonder?
Well, we're gonna go kill them, so. All of them. Oh, there's a bunch of them right there. Hold on. Let's put this on them.
Corporal?
Get ready.
This way, right?
That way?
There are ciphers carved into the box's lid. It appears they need to be interacted with in a certain order. We don't know the answer to that, so might as well save it.
Blasted armor.
Sounds like a plan. You got it. Sure.
Understood.
That way?
Yeah, we just out here checking the whole map.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes?
I'll take a look. Let me see.
Something you need?
You got it. That way?
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Got it.
Hold it right there. What's your business in this city? You one of the refugees? There's been an awful lot lately.
Has there?
Aye, just last night a whole carriage of them arrived here.
And you let them in?
Those I did, yep. But that's because that woman leading him claimed to know Farland, the mayor. Didn't believe her at first, but she wouldn't let it go and asked us to send word to him. Well, so that we did. Turned out she was right. The mayor asked to let him in at once and gave him a roof to sleep under. Mysterious world, isn't it?
Well, I'm not a refugee.
You know what? I even believe you. Then what's your business?
I'm looking for work.
Sellsword, are you? Huh. Well, then I suggest you go talk to old Ramsey. He's in charge of the militia. He might have some work for you. Go on inside. Just behave yourself and you'll be fine.
You see how it keeps lighting up like that? I wonder what's letting me see the whole map.
Blasted armor.
Everlight. I didn't think I'd set foot in here again so soon.
Have you been here before?
A long time ago, yes. That was
He
still during
rattled
the
the
wars.
dwarf full of gold,
different this
saved by the
I can
crowd,
imagine.
who
It's
was
certainly
told
massive.
not to trust
even Finn and
dwarves,
Mir comes
and
close to that.
behold, shady pirates boarding for some
No,
sunken
Penelope.
mole.
What is it?
What was that? What did you just read?
That was an excerpt from my novel, Shackles of Desire. Do you like it?
Sure, it was marvelous.
It was marvelous.
Really? Thank you. That means a lot to me. It will go in print next fall, so be sure to grab yourself a copy. If you can read, that is.
Yeah, sure. I'll think about it. Now would you look at that?
Oh, perfect.
The best wares from Kalea to Northander.
Oh, this is all the stuff we have. We need to get rid of some of this stuff. He has goblin meat. He just has scrolls. I need this, bro. $249. That's pretty good. Yo, we need that. Dang, this fool don't got no. Bruh, no. He only got enough money. He only got 300. Just give me what you got, bro.
Pleasure doing business with you. Come again. I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn.
$317. I got $315 right there. I'll need that.
Farewell.
Huh. Interesting.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd show up.
I came as fast as I could. Where are the villagers?
In a safe place. Not the most beautiful part of this city, but it'll do, for now. Ah, and I sent Ralph to an apothecary. Despite the fire nettle, his cramps have gotten worse.
I see. How was the rest of the journey?
Well, a handful of the general's soldiers followed us, but we handled them. Probably didn't expect any resistance from an old crone like me and a couple of farmers. I only wish we hadn't lost so many people. I know you did your best, but there's gonna be a lot of grieving in the next moons. Damn that crazy general. What did we do to him? Nothing. Either way, that's not why you're here, right? You kept your promise, and I'll keep mine.
Allies? Does that mean you'll introduce me to those friends of yours?
Yes. In fact, I've already told him about you. His name is Phelan Argyle, the mayor of this city.
You're friends with Everlight's mayor?
Well, friends is a big word. Let's just say that he still owed me a favor.
Will he meet with me?
Yes, just go to his house and tell the guard that you're sent by Clara Farland. She'll let you in. So, I guess this is where we part ways, isn't it? It was a pleasure, Tahar. Thank you for everything.
Likewise.
Likewise. What will you and your people do now?
Play it by ear, I suppose. That's what I've always been good at.
Alright, so we got her out the way.
This way,
Will
right?
do.
You! Yes, you! Oh, stranger! Would you be so kind and help a wretched man? A terrible curse befell me, and you look bold enough to come to my aid. I cannot eat, I cannot sleep, I cannot smith. You just might be my only hope.
Sounds, tragic. What kind of curse is it? A magical one?
What? No, it is far worse than that. It is the curse of love. My sweet Jane and I are kept from each other by our cruel families. I come from one of the most noble elven families. Yes, I might have chosen the simple life of a blacksmith over the comforts of nobility, but that did not stop my father from meddling in my affairs. My father and Jane's family are plotting against us. Our parents' schemes have gone so far that they do not even allow Jane to see me anymore. I am sure it is her father who is behind it. He simply cannot accept my decision to forfeit the noble life. However, I have devised a plan to reunite Jane and me. But to carry it out, I need your help.
That guy may be odd, but his craftsmanship is excellent. Didn't you say we might need a smith for our army?
Yeah, we definitely need that.
How can I help you?
Ask.
Ask what?
Why, about Jane and me. You must have millions of questions, and I do not blame you. Such fierce display of emotions can be overwhelming for the poor soul who has never felt them.
Alright, why did you become a smith?
Alright. Then tell me a bit more about Jane.
Oh, where should I start? She is the most divine being ever known to walk the earth. The moment I met her on a sweet summer's day, I knew she was the one. We shared the most beautiful night of fiery passion, and it soon became clear that we were meant to be together. These enchanted eyes, her hair golden and sweet like molten honey, her shapely cheeks with a touch of rose like a blossoming flower, her slender waist like...
Yeah, I get it. Thanks. Why did you become a smith and not a nobleman?
Oh, it is simple. My father might be a noble, but he has achieved status and respect through hard work and determination. It was always my intention to follow the same path. Wealth makes people complacent. I wanted to earn my keep, and that my father does not see the true virtuous intentions behind my decision saddens me even more.
I don't have any more questions. Let's discuss your plan. How do you want me to help you? I'd rather not take on the Everlight nobility.
Oh, do not worry. This will not be necessary. All you have to do is deliver this potion to Jane. It's the milk of the poppy mixed with fire nettle, a very potent sleeping potion. Once ingested, it mimics death for around 24 hours. She and I will both drink it, and I paid the mortician to not embalm our bodies and cover up our escape. Tonight, at sunset, we shall both drink it. Then, once we wake up, we will escape this wretched city forever and build a new life in a better world.
Milk of the poppy and fire nettle are both strong sedatives. Do you really think mixing the two is a good idea? You might die.
I will not. Trust me, one of my many virtues is an excellent knowledge in the art of alchemy. I know what I am doing.
Well, okay. I'll give this potion to Jane and tell her of your plan.
Splendid. Wonderful. You, brave traveler, are what's lacking in this world. Men and women who fight for the beauty of love. Speak to me once the deed has been done.
Bro, you about to get somebody killed.
Are you really going to give that woman Jane this potion?
Yeah.
This sounds like one heck of a stupid plan.
Well, let's see what she has to say about it first.
She drinks it, that's on her.
You there, soldier.
Yes? What is it?
I need your help.
What happened?
What happened? Who are you?
Rohija. Rohija Tanner. I have a small farm just behind the city walls, which I run with my husband. Thing is, he's sick. Stomach cramps and fever, ever since he went to that bloody village. Anyhow, harvest is coming up soon, and I can't have my Georgie lying in bed all day.
Oh, what village?
What village?
Some muck heap in the middle of Leonider. Lianin, something like that.
I'm not sure I'm the one you should talk to. There must be a doctor in town.
Oh, come on. Do you really trust these quacks? A friend of mine once went to one of them with a gash on her leg and came back with the leg missing. Can you believe that? Just cutting off people's limbs right and left like that? I'm not going to let them hurt my Georgie like that.
Well, then, just wait it out. I don't see what else you could do.
Well, that's where you come in. Holy Frank, the world-renowned traveling healer, was in town a week back. He gave me a secret recipe that works on all stomach ailments, and I'm the first person in the kingdom to be allowed to replicate this holy concoction. Ugh, of course, these so-called doctors have nothing comparable in their satchels. Now the problem is, I have my hands full with running the farm now that Georgie's ill, and I just don't have the time to look for the potion's ingredients myself.
And you want us to find them for you, right?
That's it. We'll make it worth your while. We have a lot of surplus vegetables and grains we'd be happy to share with you for your help.
I'm not sure how much use we have for surplus vegetables.
Well, I'm not swimming in riches these days, so I'm afraid I can't offer you anything else. I must say, I'm a bit disappointed in you. You look like an honest soldier, not like the kind of person who'd take advantage of a grieving wife.
Oh, don't try to run no game on me, woman.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Could you give me a list of these ingredients you need?
Oh yes, of course. I've already put one together. Thank you, friend. I'm sure Tiara will reward you for your kindness. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to the farm. Georgie needs his cold wraps changed.
All right. Where is your farm so I can find you when I've got the stuff?
Just under the south wall. You can't miss it. Tiara's blessing, soldier. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Quite the character.
That's the dude we already talked
keeps the
to.
dark ones away.
Oh, let's go
Can't
talk
hurt
to
help
this guy.
someone every once in a while.
See what he has to sell.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need.
Well, you might have the right, you might have a weapon that she can use. How much is that? 14. Nah, we need, dude, you don't really got anything I need. See, I got that. Nope.
You know how to bargain, don't you?
I do. I don't need anything you have. Go check. I think there's one here. Looks like it's another one over here too. Looks like it's two in this little area. Wow, here's one.
Axes, daggers,
Ah.
swords, everything
Perfect.
for the wary traveler.
Shielding. Dang, that's pretty good right there. Focus ring. Holy shield. Winter winds.
Good choice.
Alright, why not?
Did we buy it? We didn't even buy it.
Yes, yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need.
That's the way?
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need.
I thought I bought a whole bunch of potions. I want all of them. Dang, can't get them all. Whoa.
Good choice.
Sure.
Let's see.
State your business.
Whose house is that?
If you have to ask, you sure as heck don't belong here. Sod off.
Clara Farland sent me.
Huh. The description fits. Fine, go on in. Argyle is waiting for you.
As a free city, Everlight's leadership is not chosen by the right of blood, but elected by the town's...
Sure.
Well, well, if it isn't the notorious betrayer's child. I always wondered what you looked like. I had something different in mind. I'm Phelan Argyle, Mayor of Everlight. Pleased to make your acquaintance. But let us cut to the chase, shall we? Clara has told me you're looking for an ally. One that can help you put an end to the bloodburn.
What else did she tell you?
Not much I didn't already know. Who you are, and your involvement in the Mage Wars. And before you say any more, I don't want to know.
You don't?
No. The less I know, the less dangerous our cooperation is for me. Also, I fully trust Clara's judgment. If she thinks you're worthy of our support, then so do I.
Alright, how do you know her?
For a simple village mayor, Clara has a lot of friends in high places.
Simple village mayor. Is that who she is now? Amusing.
Well, who is she?
Someone who was once very powerful but decided to quit. That's all I can tell you without her consent.
Alright.
So, can you help us?
I believe I can. Let me introduce you to the Wayfarers. Come on in. Tahar, this is Rowan, leader of the Wayfarers, one of the most able mercenary groups on EO.
Hit him with a 3 dots.
Pleasure to... Wait. Tahar?
I take it you were acquainted already?
This man used to be my father's right hand during the Mage Wars. He was the one who told him of my plans to leave the rebels.
Interesting.
Don't act so surprised, Argyle. You knew of my past. And you also know that I'm the only reason this war is over. If I hadn't told the Crown of Asamo's attack on the keep, he would have won. So yes, Tahar, you're right. I told Asamo about your betrayal. But ever since then, I've tried to repent.
3 dots, brother.
Look, you're angry, and after what I did, you have all the right to be. But this is not the time for discussion. You need an ally, and we're all you're going to get. So, please, let us just put this behind us, even if it's just for now. Let the Wayfarers help you.
All right.
So you warned the Royal Army of the attack?
Yes. It took me some time to realize how rotten our movement had become. But when I did, I acted. Just like you. But please, I can tell you all about this, but not now, not here.
Who in the blazes are the Wayfarers?
Mercenaries, as Argal said. I founded them right after the war.
Mercenaries?
Yes. But that's just how we pay for our shelter and our food. Most of the time, the Wayfarers are helping people. Refugees, farmers, homeless. We're protecting those who the Crown has forgotten.
Very poetic. And how do I know you're telling the truth?
He is.
Thanks. Look, Tahar, I know I messed up. I served a monster for over 6 years of my life. But I regret it. And I'm trying to make amends.
So, this army of yours, what can you offer?
Knowledge, tactics, swords. Whatever it is you and the Harbinger need to end the Bloodburn, we'll help you.
All right, fine.
I can't afford an army of mercenaries. I'd have to ask the Purity for support first.
You don't. I will cover all the expenses.
You? Why?
As I said, I owe Clara. Also, it's not as if my wealth and my power protect me from the Bloodburn, do they? Clara has a lot of faith in you, and even though I'm skeptical about the Purity's involvement in your mission, I trust Clara's judgment.
All right, then we got to do.
Fine, but we'll have a lot to talk about, Rohan.
Yes, I know.
Well, that's settled then. But as much as I appreciate your presence, I would like you, Rowan, to hear, and your soldiers, to leave this city as soon as possible. An army this size of the Wayfarers will draw the Royal Army's attention sooner or later. And that's something neither of us want to happen.
Right. I'll see you around then.
All right, we got to go back to... Oh, this man's in the party now. You got 5 points. What do you do, though? Magic, magic, magic. I say... Let's see, because he has... Elemental. And earth shaping. Primal magic. Now, where's all these skills going, though? All right, let's see. Abilities, are these intelligence-based or what? How can you tell? I can't tell what the abilities are. Oh, intelligence. All right, let's get them. Make them smart as hell. Let's go. All right, we don't need that. What else do we not use? All right, let's go.
Yes?
If it isn't the pariah, I didn't expect you back so soon. What do you need?
That way.
I ain't here for to talk to you. All right, I gotta get out of here, right?
Got it. Interesting.
It says I have to go here. I wonder if we're supposed to do those side quests first.
So, this'll be our base, won't it?
I guess so. Yes.
Nihalf's hammer. How about a tad more enthusiasm? We're in the ancient city of the Shapers. If anything, we should feel honored.
Well, let's just hope the city's defenses work better for us than they did for them.
It says you have found the sacred city and your base of operations. During your journey, you will meet new people and factions who may join your battle against the Bloodborne. All of them will make camp here, so be sure to talk to them every once in a while. Some can be traded with or offer unique upgrades. Cool.
Made yourself comfortable?
Comfortable? Believe me, being comfortable is the last thing on my mind right now. Just look at this place. A Shaper city. Don't you feel it too? This sense of divinity?
I do.
I do. It's beautiful.
Indeed it is. Tahar, I'm not sure if you understand how much this means to me. The forgotten city of Mullendir, the heritage of the Shapers. Since my childhood days, I've dreamed of this. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, thank you. You and the Harbinger have made this dream come true.
Oh, we did this together.
Well, all we did was save you from the orcs. You were the one who found the entrance.
You make it sound as if saving me from those greenskins was an easy feat. It wasn't. Anything else I can help you with? If not, I'd like to take another look at that rune LeCain gave us. It's at least as amazing as this place.
So, this is it, isn't it? Our base of operations?
So it seems.
An ancient Shaper city on a quest to find a cure for the bloodburn. And we're working for the purity of light. Sounds crazy if you say it like that. Just some weeks ago, I thought I'd be in Greyfell now, trying to make a fresh start as an innkeep.
Innkeep? You?
Hey, don't laugh. What's wrong with some honest work after years of defiling on the road? Getting up early in the morning, setting the tables, serving mulled wine and stew to tired, weary souls. Just a simple, honest life.
For what it's worth, I enjoy your company.
Sure you do. Who else would patch you up after the next monumental battle? Anyway, talk later, shall we? I'm sure you've got battles to prepare.
Girl, you ain't going nowhere. What you don't want?
Sounds like a plan.
What a beautiful place you found yourself here. Hard to believe that it was right in Iskander territory all this time. As promised, I'll set up shop around here somewhere. My contacts should still be able to get some good wares from Greyfell and Everlight. And, of course, I'll give you a big discount.
Thanks.
Shields. Everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords.
We definitely need one of those. Alright, bro. You got a little bit of dough, but we'll let you keep that.
Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
Alright, why not?
Just go see what this is.
Blasted armor.
Tahar, may I help you with something?
That armor you're wearing looks quite special. Is it from Windwall?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's from Windwall. I forged it myself. Why do you ask?
Well, our smiths might be able to forge you a better one. It looks quite worn.
What? No. No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
It means something to me. But if it's my protection you're worried about, I can do some work on it myself. You'd have to cover the expenses, though. I'm a bit short on material these days.
Fair enough. I'll let you know if I have some resources to spare. I found some materials. Could you use these to upgrade your armor?
Yeah, wait. What's that? Niehaus hammer. This is amazing. No, more than that. This is phenomenal.
I don't follow. What's so special about this thing?
This thing, as you call it, is part of an artifact. One that the scholars have been writing about for centuries. It might be possible to reconstruct them, and that... I can't even begin to imagine what that would entail.
What are your thoughts on the Harbinger, Rondar Lacane?
Well, he's my employer. Without him, I wouldn't be on this mission. Or, what do you mean?
I was trying to say, how do you feel about what he stands for? The purity of light, Aeonir's return.
Oh, that. I'm not certain I have an opinion on these matters.
All right, then. Found out anything new about the rune?
Well, so far all I can say is that what Lacane has given you is indeed a Shaper artifact, as we suspected. Now, I would write all this purity talk of the rune being a gift of Aeonir off as religious nonsense if it weren't for the fact that the rune's energy actually interacts with the Godstones, shrines of Aeonir.
Which means that the Shapers and Aeonir are somehow connected.
Somehow, yes. And I'll find out how.
Alright, where did you meet this dude?
There's something I've been wondering about. How did your cooperation with the Harbinger begin?
Well, that was simple. I was in Everlight at the time, on request of a nobleman. He'd hired me to do some work on an artifact collection of his. One night, a courier contacted me and gave me a letter. The message outlined the mission and the pay, even though the latter was almost irrelevant to me once I realized what it was that Lacane wanted me to find.
Molandir.
Yeah. You know the rest of the story.
How does one make a living as an archaeologist?
Good question. One I usually prefer not to think or talk about. To be honest, it's a tough life. For some obscure reason, only very few scholars take interest in the Shaper or the Hibernian culture, even though there is so much to be found. It's a shame.
Like what? What is there to be found?
What? You mean apart from monumental steel constructs? Ghost warriors and a city full of ancient secrets to be discovered? A lot. But that's another topic.
Alright, let's see.
How do you explain that lack of interest?
Well, what do you think? Ignorance. No matter if it's orcs, elves, dwarves, or humans. We're all terribly bad at learning from the past. Blasted, there's so much to be found, so much to be explored. Not just riches, but the technology, wisdom, and ancient secrets. But no, for some reason, the people with the coin just don't care. The only ones who even try to access this treasure are incompetent amateur treasure hunters, who usually get their heads chopped off by the first defense mechanism they walk into.
True. It's a pity.
Well, I suppose that answers your question. The life of an archaeologist is hard, and there have been times where I questioned if... well, if all the sacrifices I've made were worth it. Yet, here I am now.
I've been meaning to ask you, how does a dwarf end up so far from the Windwall Mountains?
Let's not talk about this now, shall we? Maybe later.
All right, sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to...
No sweat, Tahar. It's fine.
Goodbye.
He's standing right beside us. What you mean?
Oh, Tiara's breath. You haven't promised too much, Tahar. This place is incredible.
Just wait until you see it in action.
Just don't forget, we're here for a purpose.
I won't. I'll go talk to Flynn now. We need to find a good place to set up camp. And, if you want to talk, you know, about the past, then feel free to come by.
Humans unlocked.
In any case, with our new allies, we should be able to go look for the stones.
Optional, gain additional allies. Yeah, I want to gain some additionals. Yo, when I was looking at the thing, it was telling me it was like intelligence that scaling attribute. There we go. Intelligence for all of these. Willpower. Intelligence. Weapon. I was giving him all of these spells. He needs to get freaking tougher. That's what he needs. It's Constitution. We have this. It's available. He's definitely not dual wielding, so.
Yeah, do you need something? I'm a tad busy.
What exactly is it that fascinates you about the Shapers?
Oh, Tahar, that's quite a topic. I don't mind sharing, but are you sure you want to go there?
I am. Tell me.
All right. Well, where do I start? You see, the Shapers have always fascinated me. They're all over Io. These remnants of a once so glorious civilization. Yet for some reason, so many people are almost oblivious to it. On the one hand, of course, that's very sad. On the other hand, it also makes it a lot more exciting. It's like I'm a treasure hunter, only that everyone else fails to see the treasures around us. Tell me, Tahar, when seeing all of this, don't you sometimes feel like you're exploring a childhood dream? The kind of world the poets and the bards always spoke of?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yes.
Just gas them up a
It's
little
dark,
bit.
but also fascinating.
Absolutely. But this childish fascination was only the spark. The more I studied the Shapers, the more enthralled I became with their culture. Did you know that at the pinnacle of their existence, they ruled over all of Io? A global empire with no one to oppose them.
You seem to consider that a good thing.
Oh, good, bad, the world doesn't work like that. Of course, there are writings that hint at the fact that the Shaper Empire wasn't all rainbows and unicorns, but still it was stable. And it persisted for tens of thousands of years. Can you imagine? All this knowledge, all this art, all this wisdom. Nothing in the EO of today can match that. Nothing. It's like comparing a sea full of secrets with a puddle of muddy water.
All right. And yet they died out.
And yet they died out.
Yeah. Great mystery.
Most scholars think it was the dragons.
They do, but I doubt it. You saw what the Shapers were capable of. Even a race as powerful as the dragons couldn't have wiped them out. And you see the shape this city is in, Tahar. There's no traces of fire and destruction. But regardless of what it was, it doesn't change the fact that the way the current races of this world treat the Shapers is nothing short of pathetic. They were greater than we'll ever be. But instead of studying this greatness, we ignore them. And why? Just because it doesn't fit into our religion, our traditions, or whatever reason they can come up with. Because to many, admitting what a marvel the Shapers truly were would mean admitting that our culture is pale in comparison.
I agree. We could learn from the Shapers.
Maybe you're right. There's a lot we could learn from the Shapers.
There is. In any case, I suppose you found your answer, haven't you? This is what fascinates me about the Shapers. They're a reminder of what we could be, if only we wanted to.
I see. Well, thanks for the explanation, Iskrim. I appreciate it.
This way, right?
Now look at that. The fabled Corporal. Good to finally meet you in person. I'm Flynn, second in command of the Wayfarers. I have to say, for someone who only led a puny Nortander division once, you're doing quite a good job leading an army so far. Not of them saying I couldn't do better, but still. Anyway, if you come to arm our men, I strongly suggest you do so.
But you're armed already, aren't you?
Well, yes, with rusty swords and dented armors. I mean with proper equipment. If you give me the coin, I'll send out orders to my contacts in Everlight. It'll improve our strike force significantly.
Hold on, let me get these items right.
I want to buy some better equipment for the Wayfarers.
Music to my ears. What did you have in mind?
We don't got enough money. Human cost reduction. We gotta get our money right, and then we can come back and get this stuff. All right. Let me sell this stuff. Let's Let's see what we can get. We can get blueprint of cost reduction. Medic. Catapult. $452. And he's gonna pay me. Perfect. Catapult or we'll save our money, we'll come back.
I understand. That's the way.
You got it.
Oh, my man can craft some stuff up. Artifact. Let's try that. Can't craft it. Do we have anything that we can craft? All right. All right, bro, you can't craft nothing.
Interesting.
Says discuss. All right, we don't have anything that we can actually make. Once we get some stuff, we'll come back to this.
That way? Corporal? Need anything?
Tell me a bit about your time on the road. What was it like?
Is that a command, Corporal?
Please?
Please?
All right. But I'm afraid there isn't so much to tell. Have you ever been on the road by yourself?
A long time ago, yes.
Well, then you know how wearisome it can get. Sleeping under the stars sounds romantic at first, until you realize that most of the time it's sleeping in the mud in drizzle. Most of the time, your stomach and your purse are empty, and your feet are full of blisters. And of course, there's the constant danger, especially if you're traveling on your own.
All right, let's see. Hold on.
Sure. Did you ever have a companion?
Some, yeah, but most of it was just temporary. Though there was one I traveled with for longer. Quentin.
How did you meet?
Coincidence. A small town between Finn and Mir and Lar. We played dice together and he cheated. When I called him out on it, he tried to turn tail. But one of the other guests stopped him for me. They wanted to go give him a beating, but I told them to stop. He gave me back my money and we started talking. And believe it or not, we found that we got along quite well.
So you started traveling together with a thief?
I wouldn't call him that. He was just young and careless. We ended up traveling for almost a year.
Huh. So how did you split up? What happened?
Nothing dramatic. We came by a village and decided to rest there for a while. The roads had become quite dangerous due to the mage wars, and we didn't want to go out unprepared. I did some healing for the villagers, and he helped out the local smith. He liked it, and the smith wanted him as an apprentice, so he stayed. I was surprised and a bit hurt at first, but then I realized it was probably for the better. I still think of him sometimes, though.
Do you miss it sometimes? The vagabond life?
Well, we're still vagabonds somehow, aren't we? But I know what you mean. And yeah, I sometimes do. The wind on my skin, the vastness of the wildlands, and the fact that all you have to think about is the mile ahead of you. It's another world. There was this one night I'll never forget. I had made a camp at a clearing, set up campfire, and I was leaning against a tree, slowly drifting toward sleep. Then, all of a sudden, it started to rain. Not just the usual drizzle, it was bucketing down, drowning everything, the earth, the noise, the plants around me. My first impulse was to jump up, to find shelter, get my things into the dry. But I didn't. Instead, I saw. I don't know how else to put it. All of a sudden, there was this deep sense of peace, as if all my life I had been chasing something without knowing it myself. And in that moment had found it.
What, rain?
So I just watched. I sat there and I watched. That feeling lasted until the sun came up. And then I fell asleep. When I woke up, it was gone.
That sounds so beautiful.
That sounds beautiful.
And a bit dramatic. But yeah, it was beautiful. I've never felt something like that again.
And what do you make of it now?
Truth be told, I don't know. But it changed something. Even though I cannot say what it is.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and stop this episode here. When we come back, we'll go ahead and do the discuss the next steps at the war table to advance the main quest. So if you guys did like this episode, please hit the likes, share the video, subscribe. It does help the channel grow. And with that, I will catch you guys on the next one.